Venezuela's decision to move away from the US dollar in international trade is a significant development with far-reaching implications. This move is not only an economic decision, but also a political statement, reflecting the complex and often strained relations between Venezuela and the United States. The country's pivot towards alternative alliances, such as BRICS, and its deepening ties with China, underscores a strategic shift in its foreign policy and economic orientation. This script delves into the historical context, economic impact, political implications, and future prospects of Venezuela's departure from the US dollar, examining its relationship with the US, the role of China as a key ally, and its aspirations to join the BRICS bloc. The relationship between the United States and Venezuela has been complex and often contentious, particularly following the rise of Hugo Chavez in 1998. The discovery of vast oil reserves in Venezuela in the early 20th century made the country a significant player in the global oil market and attracted substantial US investment. This relationship was initially cooperative, with Venezuela becoming a major oil exporter and a key supplier to the United States. However, the dynamics began to shift with the election of Hugo Chavez. Chavez's presidency marked the beginning of the Bolivarian Revolution, which aimed to transform Venezuelan society through the redistribution of wealth and reduction of foreign influence, particularly from the United States. His policies included the nationalization of key industries, land reform, and significant social welfare programs funded by oil revenues. Chavez's approach to governance and economic policy was characterized by a strong stance against what he perceived as US imperialism. This was evident in his efforts to nationalize industries that were under foreign control, including oil, which directly affected US companies operating in Venezuela. The nationalization of the oil industry in particular was a significant point of contention, as it impacted US oil companies and strained diplomatic relations. The US response to Chavez's policies was mixed. While there was some diplomatic engagement, the US also expressed significant concerns about the direction of his administration, particularly regarding human rights and the consolidation of power. The relationship further deteriorated with Chavez's vocal criticism of US foreign policy, including the invasion of Iraq, which he publicly condemned. The policies implemented under Chavez's Bolivarian Revolution had profound impacts on Venezuelan society and its economy. While they initially led to a reduction in poverty and improvements in social indicators, over time, these gains were overshadowed by economic mismanagement, leading to hyperinflation, shortages of basic goods, and a significant exodus of Venezuelans. The nationalization of industries, while intended to reduce foreign control, often resulted in decreased efficiency and productivity, contributing to the economic decline. The legacy of Chavez's policies and the continued leadership of his successor, Nicolas Maduro, have kept US-Venezuela relations tense. The US has imposed numerous sanctions on Venezuela, citing human rights abuses and the erosion of democratic norms, and under Maduro, these measures have aimed to pressure the Venezuelan government towards democratic reforms, but have also exacerbated the country's humanitarian crisis. Chavez's tenure was marked by an increasingly anti-US stance, as he sought to unite developing nations against US economic and political policies. His government accused the US of supporting a coup attempt in 2002, which, although briefly successful, ultimately failed due to popular support for Chavez. The incident further strained relations, with Chavez often blaming the US for economic sabotage and imperialist intentions. Following Chavez's death in 2013, his successor, Nicolas Maduro, continued and escalated the anti-US rhetoric. Maduro's government has faced significant challenges, including hyperinflation, food shortages, and a mass exodus of citizens. The US has imposed a series of sanctions on Venezuela, contributing to its economic collapse and limiting its ability to sell oil internationally. Maduro has frequently blamed these sanctions for the country's economic woes, framing them as part of a broader US effort to undermine his government. As tensions with the US grew, Venezuela turned to China for economic support and investment. China has become Venezuela's largest bilateral lender, providing loans, cash, and investment worth tens of billions of dollars. These funds have been crucial for Venezuela, especially as it repays its debt with oil shipments. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos about China's development, power, and influence on the world. Let's continue now. China and Venezuela have elevated their relationship to an all-weather strategic partnership, with China firmly supporting Venezuela's efforts to safeguard state sovereignty and social stability. This partnership has allowed Venezuela to counterbalance US influence and gain a powerful ally in the international arena. Venezuela has actively sought to align itself with multilateral frameworks such as BRICS, a group of major emerging economies that includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Maduro's government views BRICS as a platform to foster economic growth, diversify its international alliances, and reduce dependence on the US dollar. Venezuela formally applied to join BRICS in 2023, seeking to leverage the economic potential of the group and its new development bank. The country has received backing from existing BRICS members, including Brazil, Russia, and China, which could help Caracas foster oil deals and boost its economy. Joining BRICS would be a significant move for Venezuela, incorporating the largest oil reserves in the world into the bloc and potentially altering the global geopolitical landscape. However, challenges remain, including balancing its geopolitical and commercial imperatives between BRICS and recent overtures with the US over oil deals. The expansion of BRICS, with the addition of new members like Venezuela, could have massive geopolitical ramifications and contribute to the group's multipolar goals. Venezuela's potential membership is seen as part of a broader trend towards a new world order, one in which the US dollar's dominance is challenged. Venezuela's move away from the US dollar involves seeking alternative currencies and payment mechanisms for international trade. This includes the use of local currencies, barter systems, and cryptocurrencies like the petro, which the government introduced in an attempt to circumvent US sanctions. The shift away from the US dollar has implications for Venezuela's oil sales and international trade. By trading in alternative currencies, Venezuela aims to attract new buyers and partners who are willing to engage despite US sanctions. However, this move also presents challenges as the US dollar remains the dominant currency in global trade. In the long term, Venezuela's departure from the US dollar could lead to greater economic independence and the ability to forge new alliances. However, the country faces significant challenges, including rebuilding its economy, restoring investor confidence, and managing the complexities of trading in non-dollar currencies. Venezuela's rejection of the US dollar is a direct challenge to US hegemony in the global financial system. It reflects a broader trend among countries seeking to reduce their reliance on the dollar and push back against US economic dominance. Venezuela's move has implications for regional and global alliances. By aligning with BRICS and deepening ties with China, Venezuela is positioning itself within a bloc of countries that seek to create a multipolar world order and challenge the traditional centers of power. Domestically, the decision to ditch the US dollar is also a political maneuver by Maduro's government to rally support and project an image of sovereignty and resistance against perceived US imperialism. Venezuela's decision to move away from the US dollar is a multifaceted development with economic, political, and historical dimensions. It reflects the country's troubled relationship with the United States, its strategic alignment with China, and its aspirations to join the BRICS bloc. While the move presents significant challenges, it also offers Venezuela an opportunity to redefine its place in the global economic order and assert its independence from traditional power structures. The future of Venezuela's economy and its role in the international community will be closely watched. As it navigates this complex and evolving landscape, what are your thoughts on Venezuela's decision to pivot away from the US dollar in international trade? Do you think it will have positive or negative consequences for the country? How do you perceive Venezuela's deepening ties with China and its aspirations to join the BRICS bloc? Do you believe it will strengthen Venezuela's position on the global stage? Let us know in the comments. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence over the world. Until the next video, stay tuned.